Hello, and welcome to this overview of Green Beacon Solutions Citizen Service 311 solution built on Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2013. This solution allows our public sector employees to track, manage, and maintain communications with their constituents. We found that many state and local governments are measured by their ability to respond to their constituents' needs and concerns, covering issues as diverse as weather alerts, graffiti, potholes, traffic issues, as well as many more. Tracking is solely an email, while providing a path for immediate response, does not always support the follow-through that is required for more complex requests, such as long-term budget appropriations, land use, zoning, and school budgeting. Citizen Service 311 provides a structured solution for accepting requests and concerns from constituents through multiple channels, including the phone, email, and the web. Getting these requests assigned to the right staff and providing the right tools to track the ongoing follow-up required to bring resolution to these issues is key, as well as the ability to group multiple similar requests into longer-term county, district, or statewide projects and initiatives. In addition to supporting this one-on-one communication with constituents and their government, Citizen Service 311 also provides a one-to-many channel for communicating to broader audience through regular newsletters, as well as update to specific projects and initiatives driven by those that initiated the contact. And with that, let's take a look. Built on Microsoft Dynamics CRM, the solution is available directly from Outlook. So when users come in the morning to check their email, check their calendar, their tasks, and their to-dos, they also have access to Citizen Service 311. As I can see here, I've got an email coming in from Frank Johnson about a broken stop sign. To track this within Citizen Service 311, I simply come up here and click the track button. What I want to do next is actually convert this into a case. So with 3 simple clicks, I've now got my new case that I can start following up on. The new case is launched. As we can see here, our first stage is just to identify the information that we have. So we know Frank Johnson requested it. It's a broken stop sign. Right now the status is received. We can provide additional details. We need to quickly fix this. We can assign a specific owner. In this case, I'll assign it to myself, as well as give this some type of classification. In this case, it might be regarding traffic. We can do a quick lookup and identify that this might be a public safety issue, or maybe a traffic safety issue. We utilize this information for reporting so we can understand the types of issues that are being reported by our constituents so we can manage those properly. First thing I want to do is be able to take this email that Frank sent to me and respond to let him know that we will be following up. I simply click the reply button and we have our new email. I can type what I might want, or I can actually insert a template so we can have some standardized responses based upon the type of issue that we're responding to. In this case, I just want to say that we have a new case acknowledgement. We're not going to replace the subject, but we can see that we responded with Frank and it's defaulted in a lot of the information that we already have. From here, I'll send my response, which could also be automated within the system, and then go back to my case. Now that I'm back at my case, I can see the response, so all activities and follow-ups will be tracked in one centralized location. And at this point, I've gotten my initial information, so we've assigned it to John, and I will say we are now in progress. So I'll go to my next stage, which is the complaint itself. This is at 10th and Main, and right now this is where we're at. At this point, I'll save my changes. From here, I'll close out this case and move on to my next one. From Outlook, I can go and access different areas of Citizen Service 311. In this case, I want to go and look at all of my team's cases. Again, we're working in a group environment where multiple people could be working on the same case at once. There's the case I just created. I've got another broken stoplight that I'll want to take a look at. I'll open up that case and start looking at some of the other details that we're tracking. Again, we're at the research stage within this case. We can see all the different updates and activities that we've gotten. The different classifications we provided, both primary and secondary, for our reporting purposes. We have a standard knowledge base that we can search and respond to people. So for common types of issues, we have centralized knowledge base to have articles to reply to them. We can connect this particular case to others within the system. In this case, we know that Don Moyer is the property owner at 5th and Main, as well as additional case details, what status we are at, the origin, the priority. If this needs to go through an approval, we can do that as well. But there are other related records we might want to track as well, such as keywords. So in this case, if we wanted to pull up all cases that are related to traffic light issues so we can start doing some measurements and reporting, we have that keyword search. Multiple cases could eventually end up being pooled into a much larger initiative, such as a project. In this case, this is part of our 6-year transportation plan. If we open up the project, we can look at some of the details that we're tracking here. The benefit of this is we can take multiple cases and pool them into a single project to be able to track and manage that information. Again, we can have keywords at the project level as well. We can see related records such as child projects. We can also have campaigns. So as people who've submitted cases become part of our marketing lists, we want to be able to have constant communication with them. And we can utilize the campaign functionality within Dynamics CRM to provide them periodic updates on where they're at. I can go back to my case. And again, as we work through the different statuses, eventually we'll get to an approval and a resolution. When we resolve the case, then we can send an update to Frank that the case has been resolved. We can close this out and move on to our next. We've also wanted to provide some reporting. So if we go to our dashboards, what I might want to see as a manager would be an understanding of the channels that our cases are being submitted by. So again, we're making sure that we monitor those different channels, or the classifications by which these cases are being submitted. So again, in this case, we have a lot of issues around transportation. And then lastly, we want to understand the bandwidth that our reps have to make sure that we're not overloading particular people with too many cases. I hope you've enjoyed this overview of Citizen Service 311 from Green Beacon Solutions. For more information, you can visit us online at www.greenbeacon.com. Thank you.